I wanted to talk to people today, whoever's really listening. Um, there have been things that have happened to me in my life, and I'd like to share at least a reaction. Um, I would like to say a lot of times, many of us have conversations, we talk about education, and that education, usually as it relates to making money and paying bills and buying food and supposedly taking care of our needs because we are so convinced that getting enough money will take care of every issue, when if it's not obvious yet that money won't take care of the issue. There are people, including myself, who did not recognize the impact. If people are broke, sorry, if people don't have money, they're considered broke. Um, and the only solution, it seems to most people, is to get them back on the track to making money and making enough money to support themselves, support their families, and that's the end of it. As if, and that's the end of it, as if there are no other real issues. And it all seems so clinical. Your family and your loved ones want you to, you know, or whomever in this situation who is without an income worthy to pay these things or to get off the so-called debt that you're in. And all I can say is honestly, it's not the issue. And it took me to wake up before I realized what the real issue was. And once I realized what the real issue was, it appears that in order for me to communicate this issue, what's really going on, like our inability to communicate, our inability to really hear one another, our inability or lack of willingness to really listen beyond, it appears to be some kind of burden to do real research. And when I say research, I'm not talking about reading in books. I'm not talking about that's the easy thing. You know, look at some video, listen to some audio, read a book, talk to some people, go to a lecture, blah blah blah. You have done it, right? No, no, no. Why? Because someone else has said, that that's good enough, and now you've done it. Um, what is the stopping point? What we can make all the money in the world, and the issue will still remain. Namely, because money doesn't have any inherent value. It doesn't have any real value, but what we make it. And we can go on and as many vacations as we want to, sleep in five-star hotels, eat in the greatest restaurants, and ignore the real issues. Now, someone wants me to tell them what the real issue is. I want you to discover that on your own. If you have not already brushed up against it in reality, if you have not been ostracized because you have questioned the mainstream ideas or the status quo, you perhaps have not brushed up against it. You might have gone to grade school, high school, college, graduated with honors, got a got a job, or created your own company, made so much money, and this appears to be the answer. You are living the dream. You can build your own home and create your own family and have children, and the issue still has not been even approached. Belief will not get you there. Thinking will not get you there. And what you call thinking will not get you there. But I don't mean to be so cryptic, but you need to see it for yourself. And no, I'm not offering you a pill, a red pill or a blue pill. That's been offered to you already. It's been offered to you every day. Now, what will you do? What will you do?